A Durham native is a journalist at the national level and has purposely kept her Southern accent, even when it isn't always appreciated. Ayesha Rascoe hosts Weekend Edition on National Public Radio, and her style and commitment to keeping it real are groundbreaking on a network that hasn't always been known for its diversity. In this Forward Together Changemakers report, Rascoe, who was back in North Carolina this week, talked with WRAL's Destiny Patterson.
Back in her alma mater,
I walk these halls.
Ayesha Rascoe says she didn't even know her own potential.
You know, when I was at Southern, high school, I was very shy. I was so introverted. I think other people had doubts about me, and I had doubts about myself. There was a part of me that believed I could be a journalist, but I didn't know exactly where it would take me.
It took her from school newspaper editor-in-chief to White House correspondent to NPR's host for Weekend Edition Sunday and the Saturday episodes of Up First. But along the way, her Southern charm,
and wherever I go, it's like I'm from Durham, and I just
has garnered some not-so-charming feedback.
As media personalities, we are kind of taught to have that bass behind your voice, and you're kind of taught to speak. So were there any times that you took that criticism to heart or considered changing anything about you on air?
When someone says you're not professional or you're lazy or you're this or that, and the work that you're putting in, it can feel hurtful. But at this point, I'm confident in my delivery, and I feel like, look, you understand what I'm saying, even if I have an accent, even if my vowels are a little different.
But she says her HBCU, or a historically black college or university, is what prepared her.
Going to Howard University, what I feel like it did was it helped equip me to know the context of why these things happen. It's really not about me personally. It's about they're not used to hearing someone who sounds like me, who looks like me in this position.
Lessons and experiences like that assemble in her new book, HBCU Made.
Never before had HBCU graduates, in their own words, told their own stories about why going to an HBCU mattered.
A published author, an accomplished journalist, leaps and bounds beyond what she ever imagined for herself.
I think what I would say to myself back then is that you're capable of so much more than you realize.
Now she's returning to where it all started, knowing that her work is not done.
But I hope that with my work and through the grace of God that I can expand people's expectations. So it's not a surprise when you hear me and you hear me sounding the way that I sound and looking the way I look, that this becomes, that hopefully for some child growing up, they'll be like, oh, this is what the news sounds like.
Just be yourself. That was Destiny Patterson reporting. You can see much more of this interview on WRAL.com.